Good afternoon, guys, and happy Monday to all of your sunshiny faces. Guys, I am so happy. I literally have just about all of my Christmas shopping done. I finished it all in one day, with the exception of the stuff I need to get for my dad, but I went shopping with him, so I obviously wasn't going to buy the stuff for him while I was out shopping. Which I honestly, guys, I thought this was going to be like a multiple trip project and I was gonna have to order stuff online and like all this kind of stuff. I'm actually kind of happy too, because we went to a smaller, I don't know if it's a chain, I'm assuming there's probably multiple locations because I've heard of it before, but I don't know if it's like a chain store or not, or if it's like just like a local, you know, like not local chain store, but like, you know, just a smaller like store that's local, that they have like a few stores. Like I said, I have no clue. I guess I can tell you guys, it's called Rally House, and I'd heard of it, I think, but again, I don't really know if they're like a national, like it's sports attire basically, and other sporting related things, but you know, like accessories and all that other kind of stuff. But I don't know if they have other locations outside of Chicago. I don't know. I never looked into that. And like I said, I heard of it a few times and I thought there was one, maybe it's not the same place, in the mall. I do know though that there's like a local like sports attire place in our mall that I've shopped at. There's two actually. One is more just like knickknacks. It says, I don't even really think it has like clothing or anything like that, but you know, it's not, it says like local something on there, but like local sports or something, I don't know. I can't even see the bag from here either, but like I said, I don't know, like if you were out in like, you know, Washington, if it would be like Seattle Seahawks stuff, you know, and that kind of thing. And what's the other team? The Mariners. They're from Seattle, right? No, not the the Mariners baseball team, right? Am I thinking of the right thing? Is there no basketball team in Seattle? I don't know why that was the first one that came to mind too. Anyways, I don't know if there was a store that, you know, the same store, if they would carry that, you know, type of you know, like sports attire or whatever. Anyways, like I said, I don't think I've ever been to one that I know of, but it was so stinking cool in that store, guys. I ended up getting some stuff that I thought I wasn't, yeah, I honestly, guys, I told you guys I had a problem with getting my mom stuff because one of the things I was going to order for her was not going to be here until well after Christmas. And so even if I had placed the order in the beginning of December, it probably still would have just maybe made it here by Christmas. Just kind of crazy. And then the other thing I wasn't totally sure about, and I need to do a little bit more research into figuring it out first. So these might be Christmas presents of the next few years that I end up getting. But anyway, I ended up actually getting all of my mom's stuff, which again, I was kind of like, I don't know if I'm going to, you know, be able to find stuff for her, because I don't know, I feel like it's very difficult to shop for my mom. And then for Matthew and Jack, actually, I don't even know what it was today, guys. I told you I was like, I really wanted to like try and find some deals on stuff and feel like I'm getting like good value for my money, you know, that kind of thing. Like I was like, I really don't want to feel like you know, like I don't know, like I'm spending a ton of money on like one thing and it's just like, it's not super like not worth it, but like, you know, it's not something that like, I don't know, like I just wanted to feel like I was getting the most for my money, I guess. And so actually with Matthew and Jack's things though, I really felt like I got the most for my money, because at every store before and after, at some of the stores where I was shopping at, so like I got Jack this one thing at the first store we went to. Actually, I got him both of his presents, which were $20 each, so it was $40 in total. And every store I went to after that, I saw, because we were looking in the general vicinity, because we were looking for something for Matthew too. So I saw the other things at the other stores and found out that I got a better deal on the ones that I got for Jack at that first store than I would have paid at the other stores we went to. And then the same thing for Matthew. So the last store we went to, I ended up getting him the other part of his present. So I got him two things as well. what was the first thing I got? I remember what I got him now. Anyways, so I ended up getting him the, one of the things at the last store we shopped at, and I got that actually on sale. And I looked at the other 2 stores before it. I wasn't sure. Actually, at the one of the ones, I think they didn't have it at all, and the other one looked a little expensive, and then the last one I ended up actually getting it like super on sale, half off of what it normally was. And then his other gift too, I felt like I got a good deal on, because then again we went to that last store and I saw that it was marked more than what I paid for it at the other store. So I shopped around and actually ended up, I think, pretty much getting the best deals on each of their individual presents at many different stores. I think we ended up at 5 or 6 different stores, I think, and then we ended up stopping at Jimmy John's and getting dinner, because I told you guys normally we end up getting like you know, we'll do our shopping and then my dad will take us and go get something to eat, and we ended up going and getting Potbelly, which was kind of like, you know, I don't know, him and Matthew always go to Jimmy John's. We ended up getting Jimmy John's today though, but like it was never like, I don't know, we've never had an established place where we always went. Like normally I really like Chipotle, but unless I'm super into wanting Chipotle that day, you know, it's, I wanted something that was going to fill me up a little bit, because I just had 3 slices of pizza, so I really didn't want a burrito from Chipotle. Like, I would be so insanely full, probably throwing up how full I would be. But, like, honestly, guys, when I order from, like, Chipotle and I get a burrito, that thing will fill me up. I could have it for breakfast and not be hungry for the rest of the day, like, literally. Even too, sometimes I might have to space out and have half of it then, like, half of it later, or something like that. But I just honestly, like, ordered literally almost everything. I think so, like, seriously, like, almost all of the, like, you know, toppings and stuff like that that you can get for it. That's why though I like the burritos better, because I feel like it fills me up more than like a bowl, like a burrito bowl would, or you know, one of the other things that they have. I really like the burritos. Anyways, guys, besides the point, we ended up going to Jimmy John's because it was like sort of in the same strip mall. Like we at least didn't have to cross any streets, but it was like way further down than where it was. So anyways, it was like, I mean, where we were shopping compared to where we ended up, and actually was also the opposite direction of where we had to go, but it was, like I said, at least a little bit like closer and around that area, because if not, we were gonna have to have gotten like Panda Express, or they had, I don't even remember what else was around there, which I liked Panda Express when I used to have, like, still I ate, like, you know, I wasn't a vegetarian. I used to get the crab rangoon, but now that I don't eat like any animals or any, you know, anything like that, I haven't like even looked into their menu of what else I would end up getting. And normally what we end up doing is we end up eating like in the actual store. Like if we were at Jimmy John's, we would have ate there, but it was, they closed at 9 o'clock and it was like 8:30, 8:45 or something like that, and so we weren't gonna have enough time to eat at the store anyway, so we ended up having to come back home then. So we just ended up eating at home. But yeah, guys, so we ended up, like I said, shopping around. The sad thing is though, guys, was that one of the places I think I was telling you guys we always would shop at was always like GameStop, our local GameStop that's been open for well over a decade at least. Like, you know, we've been shopping there for well over a decade at the same one, and they're closing, and I am so stinking sad, guys. We went to this new one today, and you know, like my dad was talking to the guy and stuff like that. He's like, oh yeah, we might have to start coming to this one, even though the one we went to today wasn't as close as the one that it said, like, you know, maps or whatever said it was closest to, you know, time wise, but my dad thinks this one's gonna be closer, like drive time wise, I guess, whereas like the other one, unless we hit all the lights, will be good, but we don't necessarily always hit all the lights, so that's why my dad's like, and the other one's probably closer, the one we went to today, whereas the other one says it's closer, but I don't think it is. Just again, probably driving time wise, at least in my dad's mind. So you know, my dad was like talking to the guy and stuff like that, but I was like, honestly, the GameStop we went to today was so stinking small, guys. I thought ours was small. this one was like miniature compared to the size that like ours is. And I was like, I can't believe they closed ours that was like kind of big. Like a lot of times there was way more people that like seemed like they were shopping there, and like I don't know, it just seemed like really like dingy, and like not dingy, but like just like it seemed darker and like not as like sunny, and like I don't know, we went at night obviously, but the other one I've shopped at night and it still didn't seem like that. Like, you know, this one was kind of like in a weird spot, and there was like no other like stores like near it because it was like on the back end of this like strip mall sort of, and it was really weird. I didn't really like where it was, but yeah, I'm kind of sad, like I said, that ours is closing down now and we have to start shopping at this other one or one of the other two, and this one's like smaller than ours now, where I was like, oh, maybe we'll shop then at a bigger one, like they'll have a bigger variety, but this one honestly seems smaller now. So yeah, ours like felt like a little local store. Like, you know, every time we went in there, the people always knew us. I mean, we shopped there all the stinking time, guys. But you know, like now I feel like, oh, it's not going to be the same really anymore. Even though honestly though, I feel like the people at GameStop now, this is at least at the two GameStops now that we went to, feel like they take the time to kind of get to know you a little bit more, whereas like other stores don't. Like, you know, it's just a small type of atmosphere like that. And I think I've mentioned that before in a vlog, but like the guy was very talkative and like friendly and stuff like that, so I feel like it'll be kind of the same thing as we've had before. But anyways guys, I need to get in the shower and get to bed, so I'll see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.